Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I wanted to share with you my makeup brush collection, which include all of my most used makeup brushes. Now this afternoon I just washed all of them, so they're fresh and clean and ready for me to share them with you. Now, I recently asked you what types of videos you'd like to see here on my channel to help you relax, de-stress, unwind, and maybe fall asleep. I know that cleaning my brushes this afternoon for you really helped me de-stress and feel a little more in control. I've actually been feeling very anxious, which has made me feel very sad and out of control lately. When I feel like this, I find that focusing on daily tasks and cleaning and taking time for myself can really just help me find balance, de-stress, and soothe my anxieties. Before I go into my brushes, I thought I would set the mood for myself, because these videos I wanted to make for you as much as I make them for myself, to really just unwind and focus on the task at hand. I've recently been enjoying making candles at home out of natural coconut wax and essential oils, and repurposing jars. So this one I made using coconut wax, orange essential oils, and a mason jar. I always love lighting a candle to really set the mood. It just instantly helps me feel better. Something about the candlelight just soothes my mind the second I light it. So while you won't see this for most of the video, you know it's right there on the side. Now, recently I was gifted some saw palmetto, and I thought it would be nice to light that for you. Okay. Here are all of my most used brushes. I like to keep all of my brushes in this reused, repurposed diptyque base candle. After I enjoyed the candle, I cleaned it out and I put all of my most used daily brushes in it. It's a great way to repurpose something beautiful versus just throwing it out. It's also made of really good quality glass. also do have a couple brushes that sit in this tray from EcoTools. I thought I would start from the way I apply my makeup every day. Now this first brush is from Sephora. It's my third one, I believe. This is the Pro Airbrush Concealer 57. It's one of my favorite brushes. It's perfect for applying concealer under the eyes. It's beautiful at blending out any spot concealing. It works wonderful for light contouring. It has really beautiful, densely packed bristles. One of my favorite brushes to have in my kit. If I'm trying to cover up any scarring, any major blemishes, I like this Secret Camouflage brush from Mercier. This is just really great at penciling in any concealer that you need. It's perfect for the Secret Camouflage Concealer as well, and I've used it for many other things. It's just a nice, precise brush. If I'm wearing foundation, I love my Artiste Palm Mini. This is beautiful, densely packed bristles that really help blend out that foundation without sucking up all the products. It feels so soft on the face. I usually just wipe up. Another option where the brush is still a little bit wet is my Oval 6. It's also from Artiste. It's beautifully densely packed. And you can see it's super soft. It also works wonderful for cream products. I also have the Artiste Oval 4 for concealer or any blending that needs to be done delicately. It's just so soft, it feels so good. Now setting my concealer and foundation, I just love my double-ended brush from Hourglass. I believe this came out with the Veil powder. This is perfect at setting any under-eye concealer. And this side is just beautiful for setting any powder. The bristles are super soft. They're synthetic. They're cruelty-free. I just love the way this feels against my skin. Typically go for my brows next, and I personally love using a dual-ended brush with a spoolie. Don't you love that sound? The one I go for the most is the IT Cosmetics number 21 Brow Power. I always brush my brows first. And I would dip this into the Brow Power powder and fill in my brows. And always brush them out. I also have this one from Armani. This one's beautiful as well. It's a little bit thinner compared to the IT Cosmetics one. So depending on what precision level you need, but I find sometimes the thicker bristles are actually more beneficial. And of course you want those spoolies. If I'm wearing powder foundation instead of a liquid, I'll go in with this Eco Tools brush called the Multitasking Powder Brush, and I'll just buff in my mineral foundation. It's a really soft brush with longer bristles, not as densely packed, perfect for buffing out mineral powder. Works beautifully with my Lima Pure powder foundation and so many other ones for light to medium coverage. For more coverage, you want more densely packed bristles like this one from La Prairie. Beautifully densely packed bristles. You can see how gorgeous that is when I run my fingers through it. Or the Eco Tools one. This one's called the Airbrush Complexion from Eco Tools. I don't always wear eye makeup, so let's talk about complexion first, and then I'll share with you my eyeshadow brushes. For bronzer, this is the Precision Powder from Eco Tools. You can see the angle of the bristles and how they're cut. Really fluffy, perfect at blending out bronzing products. And it fits the side of my face really well. Just feels so good on your skin. It's cruelty free. For blush, I have two brushes depending on the product. Recently I've really been enjoying cream cheek color, so this is the Laura Mercier cream cheek color. It's a flat brush with long bristles, very smooth and sleek and tapered as an oval, and you just take the cream product and pat and blend on the cheekbones or wherever you like to wear your blush. And then for powder, I love this one from Sephora. It is the Blush Contour in 74. It's got the perfect size bristles, the perfect amount of density for me to just apply perfect amount of blush on the apples of my cheeks. It buffs out and blends really lovely as well. So I really enjoyed this brush. I've had this one for a while and I would definitely repurchase it. In fact, I think I've repurchased this. This might be my second one. I love it so much. For highlight, I really like this Eco Tools brush called Controlled Setting. This is just the perfect size to apply highlight on my cheekbones. It's also versatile. It can be used under the eyes or setting just where you need it or blotting just where you need it. Very much enjoy this one. A similar one would be my Real Techniques setting brush. You can see that the brush is kind of shaped the same. Same types of shape and bristles and length. After discovering the Eco Tools one, though, I definitely have been reaching for the Eco Tools more than the Real Techniques. The Eco Tools is a little bit longer and fluffier, which diffuses the highlight a lot more and gives me that more natural look. Now, most of you guys might know I don't wear a ton of makeup every day. In fact, I'm not wearing any today because I really wanted to just be intimate and share with you clean brushes on clean skin. But on occasion, I do like to wear eye makeup. So here are some of my favorite eye brushes. I have three very similar brushes. The oldest brush is probably from high school, I'm embarrassed to say. It's the MAC 217. I've had this for many, many, many years. It was one of my first eyeshadow brushes. Before that, I used sponges in my fingers. So the MAC 217 is perfect at applying the shadow, but also buffing it out because of the way it's shaped and how the bristles are packed in almost like a round, tapered form. Since this one's so old, I also have picked up two from Morphe. These are the same, just different type. It's the Morphe M433. I feel like it's a pretty decent dupe for the MAC 217. It just isn't my MAC one. I always reach for the MAC one first. If it's super dirty, that's when the other two come in handy. It's also incredibly handy to have an extra 217 brush, or like it, to blend out any shadow, any harsh creases, distribute pigment, or you can even use this as a concealer brush. It's a very versatile brush, and I highly recommend it. A more recent addition to my eyeshadow brushes is the Marc Jacobs, the Crease brush. You can see how this one is tapered, perfect to fit in my crease, to apply and blend out shadows. It's also incredibly soft and feels so amazing on the eyes. Do you want to try? Does that feel nice? For my outer crease, this has been my absolute favorite and probably one of the most affordable brushes in my collection. It's the Milani Crease brush, and I believe you can find it for $8. I like to use this to define my outer V. It's the perfect size, density, and shape, and it's ultra soft, super blendable, easy to use, and works amazing. I have a Sigma Pencil E30 brush, perfect for working on the inner corners of my eyes. Not always necessary, but nice to have. Then for my lower lash line, if I want to smudge out a color, I'll just use this one from Marc Jacobs. It's the smudge brush. I'll just smudge my lower lash line with a little bit of shadow or eyeliner that needs to be blended out. Super simple. Again, very soft, but just has a nice density to the bristles, so it doesn't give away too much. For eyeliner, depending what I'm using, there's the MAC 266, which is perfect for applying powder eyeliners, gel eyeliners, smudging out eyeliners, pencil eyeliners, anything of that sort. It's actually really effective to use with my lash extensions. And then I have this beautiful one, the angled eyeliner, which is so perfect for liquid eyeliner, gel eyeliners. It gives you the perfect cat eye. Super, super precise. It is a little bit shorter, but works very, very well. Those are mainly the brushes I use for day to day if I'm doing my makeup. But I have a couple other ones I'd like to share with you as well. This one is my IT Cosmetics dual-ended complexion brush. This is probably one of the most versatile brushes. It's got the densely packed bristle side, perfect for blending out contour, applying foundation, and then it's got the precision side, perfect for concealer, even applying eyeshadow. One of the best purchases I ever made was this brush, and I'm so glad to have it in my collection. It's also so soft. I would just contour my jawline. This is great for concealer. I apologize if you hear any background noise. I do live in a rather noisy part of LA, and I'm trying to film this as late as possible, but I forgot that there's a nightclub across the street. One of the most precious brushes in my collection is this one from Hakuhodo. It's quite an investment piece, but it is the softest Japanese brush made from goat hair. It is cruelty-free. They ethically source the goat hair. The goats are not harmed, and the way that they're made it's absolutely breathtaking. It's one of the softest brushes I own. It's one of the more pricey brushes that I owned, and it means a lot to me because it was the one my mom purchased for me at my first ever IMATs after I started my YouTube channel. Actually, very shortly after I started my YouTube channel, and I think I barely had 1,000 subscribers. It's just incredibly memorable, and I still see this brush every morning when I get ready. And I have all these beautiful memories of my mom taking me to my first IMATs and supporting me in all of my crazy dreams and endeavors. I hope that you have someone in your life that supports you and loves you unconditionally. And if you don't feel like you do, know that this channel is here for you whenever you're feeling alone, stressed, anxious, and just need somebody to hang out with or talk to. I'm here making videos, sharing my life, hopefully helping you unwind, de-stress, and relax. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I was able to help you unwind, de-stress, take your mind off of whatever it was you might have needed help taking your mind off of. Don't forget there's Facial Fridays every Friday on my channel. I try to upload new videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday with bonus uploads throughout the week. So just subscribe, turn on post notifications. Find me on Instagram. I'll always let you know there's a new video up there. And until next time, have a wonderful rest of your day.